Now I know you're probably excited about instant action coming to Battlefront 2, but the new 4-player co-op game mode really surprised me when I got to play it at Gamescom. Along with the new Clone Commando, co-op was the standout of the new content, and is the game mode that got my blood pumping. Hey everyone, it's Andrew, and this is the game mode where I experienced some of the most immersive Star Wars moments in a video game to date. And it's the AI heroes that really help make it that way. I was pushing up trying to get through this doorway, then suddenly a few more droids show up along with Count Dooku, and I'm forced to backpedal, Dooku slowly approaching, until he deflects one of my blasts and knocks me off the ledge. What a moment. Incredible Star Wars moment right there. The same thing happened here. I was cleaning up trying to hold this command post, taking out droid after droid. Then again, Dooku shows up, I move back, and he electrocutes me with force lightning. So I respawned, and there he is again. I think part of what makes this game mode so much fun is that feeling of being overrun. You'll be successfully defending a command post with your clone brothers, then all of a sudden another wave of droids show up with a hero character, and you get caught out really quickly, surrounded by droidicas. Then there are times when you'll feel completely overwhelmed by the opposite team, but somehow manage to take them all out. Then a hero will show up. Against Dooku, I love switching to the Commando's anti-armor attachment because there's no way for him to deflect it. It felt like one of the only ways to take him out. So if you don't know too much about it, the way co-op works is you're on a team of 4 players, assisted by a few bots, playing against a team of AI characters. Now, the game mode is a bit of a cross between Galactic Assault and Capital Supremacy. There are command posts you'll have to either attack or defend depending on which team you're on, but once one of the command posts is taken, you'll move on to the next stage of the map and be trying to either capture or defend the next set of command posts. To win, you have to either successfully fend off the enemy team as the clock runs down, or take the final command post before time runs out. Now, being on either the attacking or defending side are both very different experiences, and both present their own set of challenges. Attacking is very difficult, and I found that you need to make use of your reinforcement and hero classes if your team is going to have any chance of breaking through enemy lines and pushing on to the next objective. Time and time again, I'd get taken out as the regular classes, just not strong enough, don't have enough health. Even as a hero, you can get overrun or just outnumbered and won't be able to gain too much ground unless you're working as a team. We got to play as the attacking side on Naboo, and the map is somewhat of a mix between the Capital Supremacy and Galactic Assault maps. But there's no MTT. You'll be trying to take the first objective under the archway, then one of the 2 objectives on the sides, and then once you've done that, you'll advance into the palace to make a push for the throne room. But to even get to this stage, you really need to work with 3 other players in your game. The game mode is challenging, but in the right way. I played this map for probably an hour and a half and didn't get a single win. Only one team I spoke to at the event managed to win this game mode, and they were all working together, shouting to each other from across the room. It's a real actual co-op game mode. And even though I didn't win this map, I didn't find it frustrating, not from what I played anyway. The goal feels achievable. You're just going to have to play smart to get the win, which is great. It's well balanced, I felt. It's good. Rewards good players. When you're on the defending team, it gets much more chaotic towards the end of the match, as all the attackers converge on the one final command post your team holds. This is where that feeling of being overrun I mentioned earlier becomes very apparent. We played as the defending team on Kamino, and it felt like we were trying to defend our home and birthplace from waves of invading droid forces, which added to that sense of immersion. Each map is story-driven in the sense that the attacking and defending teams are placed on either side based on the films and other canon Star Wars stories. For example, you're not going to be defending Naboo as the droids from a clone invasion. That would be ridiculous, and Star Wars lore breaking. I'm sure it would anger a lot of people. So when co-op launches, you'll be able to choose which team you play as on each map, attacking or defending, separatists, and Republic. And co-op will be available on all 5 prequel-era maps, including Felucia. So with both an attacking and defending side to play as on each map, there are 10 brand new gameplay experiences within this one mode, which is a lot of content. I'm pumped about that. There's a lot of variety here. I played co-op for about 3 hours total at Gamescom and wasn't getting bored at all. And when this launches with the added variety of more maps and the option to play with up to 3 of your friends, there's a lot of hours of fun to be had in this game mode. I'm really looking forward to getting into some sessions, mucking around, trying to take out the invading droid forces or kill all the clones. It's going to be fun. Now, I also tried doing a little experiment and played co-op on my own as the only human player, which I'm not sure you'll be able to do in the final release of the game mode. You'll have to partner up with a few randoms, but you won't want to anyway, because it's nearly impossible to get anywhere and win. I was barely getting past the first objective playing it solo. This game mode is really about working together as a team. And I think communicating with your team over a mic is going to be pretty crucial to winning some of these maps, which is why I feel this mode is going to be great if you grab a bunch of your friends to play with. And one detail I felt makes it even more immersive is that each hero will feel and play how that character actually would act in battle based on their personality traits. For example, Count Dooku is a much slower, careful character and will not charge at you from across the room, but Darth Maul will definitely do that. He'll be ultra aggressive. When speaking to the devs at Gamescom, they said this is something they really value and work hard to achieve that sense of character in the way each plays. Obi-Wan is probably somewhere between Dooku and Maul, being aggressive but not overly so. Yoda is fast and nimble and very hard to hit. The only time I took him out was as boss, and if Yoda hit me one more time, he would have won. These kinds of moments, they're the ones I'm talking about, really add to the immersion. And then also when you're playing as a hero, just like in Capital Supremacy or other game modes, you're going to feel like you have a real say in swinging the outcome of the battle. But just wait until you come up against another AI hero. In my opinion, facing off against an AI hero is more immersive than a player-controlled hero, because a player might not play the hero to the character's personality, but the AI will. There was one moment I had where we had Anakin and Obi-Wan versus an AI Count Dooku. This felt incredibly cinematic and like a moment from the film. Then there was another moment where I was Obi-Wan up against Dooku. I went full offensive but had to back off, and we were stuck in a standoff, him steadily approaching and me slowly backing away trying to recover. I got him in the end, but I think I got a little lucky by somehow stunning him. But man, do I live for moments like these. Then I went inside and chopped off a battle droid's head. Doesn't get much more Star Wars than this. Then there was another time when Dooku literally came out from behind the smoke. My lightsaber caught his force lightning, and he got the better of me this time. This game mode is filled with these random cinematic Star Wars moments, and I feel like these are the moments that will keep you coming back to play over and over again. Now, there were a few bugs in the build I was playing, as it was still pre-release content. A few battle droids walking off cliffs, heroes not attacking when they should have been, Droideka struggling to get started, but the devs said these should be ironed out before launch. And to be completely honest with you guys, I went into these capture sessions expecting instant action to be the standout and where I'd have the most fun, based on how much I used to love it in the old Battlefront games. And I did definitely have fun with it, but man is this new co-op mode great. It's all about the Star Wars experience, and I also loved being able to revisit parts of the maps you can't go to in Capital Supremacy, like the Throne Room and Palace on Theed, which are accessible in Galactic Assault. I'm really curious to see what sections of the other prequel maps will be accessible in this game mode, kind of hoping to get down onto the beach on Kashyyyk and maybe into the crashed Venator Star Destroyer. Not long to go now, guys. All this new content comes out next week. And what are you most looking forward to with the new update? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what other co-op games you guys have played. Would be keen to see if there are any other similar experiences to this game mode. And if you're interested in learning more about all the new content coming to Battlefront 2, then I recommend you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or join my Discord server. I'll be posting and sharing more info across all those platforms. And keep an eye out for a bunch more videos next week once all this new content drops. Can't wait. Thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.